Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Rain Linear LED Crystal Pendant. This is the 139003, part of a family, a collection called Synchronicity from Hubbardton Forge, which is a whole collection of fixtures that are using hand-cut lead crystals made by the Swarovski Crystal Company in Switzerland. Very, very beautiful pieces. If you like this fixture, the linear one, you should also check out the round versions of the Rain fixtures. And there's some other ones beyond that. There's an orb and a circle. But also check out the 139001, 139002. Easy way to do that is if you're on YouTube and you're on our channel, HandmadeInVermont.com, you can plug in any of these numbers and it'll show you which video it is. You can also go back to our website, plug in the number in the search, and it'll bring that up too. But check those two out as well. So this is the linear version, which is longer, obviously, than the round ones. And let's get into the size of the fixture itself. So when we talk about the size of the fixture, we're really talking about the body of the fixture independent of these telescoping rods, which are what are holding this. So we're talking about the bottom part, which is going to be in chrome. That is 8.4 inches tall, 56.1 inches long. So it's a pretty long fixture, so keep that in mind. The width on it is going to be 28 inches, and when we talk about the canopy up in the ceiling, that's going to be 5 inches wide, which is going to be able to accommodate a 4-inch junction box, and it is going to be 25 inches long, and coming down from that are going to be 2 telescoping rods that are going to be supporting this. When we talk about overall height, then we're talking about from the bottom of the fixture. We never talk about just parts. So when we talk, except when we're talking about the body of the fixture in the beginning. So when we're talking about overall height, we're talking about from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling itself. And you have 3 different adjustable ranges. How you get ranges, if you guys are familiar with Hubbardton Forge, they have a patent on the telescoping rod idea right here. This is called a clutch, and you can barely see it, but there's a little tiny hex nut right there. And this is going to come with a little hex nut wrench, and that tightens that up, and it doesn't allow it to go up and down after that. But during your installation, you're going to be able to move this up and down to get it to your desired height. You're going to have 3 different versions of this, 3 different adjustable ranges and lengths to play with. Again, we're talking about bottom of fixture to ceiling. So short is 29 to 39.3, standard is 37 to 53.2, and long is 50.1 to 71.8. So that goes pretty long. If you need this to be shorter than the short or longer than the long, I think because of the fixture body height only being 8.4, I could probably do a lot of shorter than shorts or longer than longs as custom. If you do need that, best thing to do, drop a quick email to us, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. I take your information for whatever you're asking. Let's say you want this to be 25 inches from the ceiling down, or 24 or 22 or whatever. Tell me that. I send it over to Customs at Hubbardton Forge. They come back with a quote and tell us what we can do, and then I send that back over to you. A little more time, a little more money, non-returnable, but I do custom stuff every single day with Hubbardton Forge, so it's an easy thing. So canopy on the ceiling, again, 5 inches by 25 inches. This is slope ceiling adaptable in one direction. Anytime you have 2 stems coming down, one stem can't be longer than the other. So it's going to dictate how it hangs on the slope, along the slope and not down the slope, the canopy. There are these knuckles built at the top that give this a 45-degree slope, but don't forget, this one has to be the same as the one next to it. So it's going to dictate how that works. If you have a question about that and you're working with a slope ceiling, drop me a quick email at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com and I can walk you through it. Or you can give me a call at 802-446-2400 and we can talk about it. Okay, so hopping back over to this for a second, you're going to notice that the telescoping rods and the canopy are going to be available in 10 different finishes, while the part below, the body of the fixture, is only going to be available in chrome. And there's a reason for that. And the reason for that is the Swarovski crystals that are hanging are actually hanging by a piece that looks a lot like our little friend here, which is this hex wrench. But it's a little piece of metal, and I'm going to have it next to me here in a picture, a little piece of metal that the crystals are hanging from, and then it kind of loops back over, and that hangs on the fixture itself. The fixture is energized with electricity, very safe, it's low voltage, but enough to get those little LEDs that are on the bottom of that little hanger to illuminate, and what they do is they cast light directly into the little crystal that's hanging under it. It's a patented idea from Swarovski that Hubbardton Forge is using right now. Very, very cool. Never seen it before. And you'll see it on a lot of these Rain fixtures. So moving on from there, why don't we talk about those finishes? So if you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, midway down on the left-hand side in the red tabs, there's a Finishes Help Guide. Give that a click for me. On the top of that page, you're going to see me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes and how they look on different types of forging. And this fixture, the top of it, these telescoping rods and the canopy are going to be more in line. Actually, let's back up for a second. After you watch the video, or before you watch the video, scoot down a little bit and you're going to see a chart. And the chart is going to have 10 different finishes with the letters A or B on them. And that's all going to be referenced up above. Those differences are going to be referenced in the video. And it kind of talks about heavy forging versus non-heavy forging. This is non-heavy forging. So it's going to be more in line, this in the canopy, with the pictures with the B on them for boy. All talked about up above in that video. So watch the video, get an idea of what these are like. When you are done with watching the video, go back to that chart. You can click on any of those finishes and a bunch of things will pop up in whatever finish you just clicked in. So you'll get clicked on. So you'll get more examples of whatever you guys just clicked on. So let's talk about lamping on this. This is dedicated LED, and all of those little crystals are going to illuminate themselves. However, the main light coming out of this is going to be coming from the center. That's dedicated LED too. It's an MR16 reflector, and the kind of socket I'm going to have next to me here is a GU 5.3 6.5 watt LED. Again, MR16 reflector. So what that does is pushes light down. Excuse me. And you can choose two different color temperatures. So you'll have a choice on the pull down menu there. It's going to say choose your color temperature. 3000 is going to be the warmer light. That's more like an incandescent light that a lot of people do like. If you happen to be in the camp that likes the cooler light, that whiter light, that's going to be the 5000, so you can choose that. It's really up to you. There's no right or wrong. You can always order new bulbs in the future. They're easy to get online. This is going to produce 600 lumens in each side of this, so that's going to be quite a bit of light. You know, you could use this over an island if you wanted to. It's going to produce a lot of good task lighting going down. Same deal if it's going to go over a desk, if it's going to go over a dining table. It produces some nice task task lighting, and it's good for us to have a lot of task lighting when we need it. Dimmable fixture if you want to go there, so that's not a problem at all. I think that covers most of the things in here. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii, and there's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. Some larger items, mostly things on big pallets, are not coming back, so we'll tell you about that ahead of time. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge's normal production time is 3 to 4 weeks out the door. We can cut that time in half. It's a small upcharge, and it's per line item. So if you had multiples of something like a bunch of the same sconces, it's very, very cheap. So drop me a quick email, and I can tell you about that. Sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. And then let's talk about our showroom for a second. So showroom has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors of this beautiful building. We're easy to get to in southern Vermont. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6, and I am here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We have a What's on Display page on our website, back in the red tabs again, so you can click on that What's on Display page. It's going to show you everything that is here before you guys make the trek up here. We also have a clearance center, and clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's a great value, so if you guys are here, you should definitely check out that. I think that kind of covers pretty much everything. If I forgot anything, would love to talk to you guys. Drop me a quick email or give a call. I'm here for you. Okay? Thanks for stopping in today. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.